Alright, I figured that'd be kind of a cool way to start the vlog. I love big old freight trains. I'm in downtown Elkhart, Indiana right now. It is 9:56 in the morning, and the football game isn't until 2:30 in the afternoon, so I'm just kind of rambling around, exploring, killing time. Check out the previous video for everything I did yesterday and where I spent the night and all of that. So this morning I drove up here from the Fort Wayne area. Nice ride. I went off the highway and drove through like Amish country, and real nice ride. Now I'm in Elkhart, Indiana, which is not far from South Bend. It's like the next town or two over, and it's getting like more populated again. I drove through a lot of farm country, and I'm just gonna get something to eat before the game. I'm gonna explore some more and just kick around this morning. And if it's not inherently obvious by what I'm wearing, I'm going to Boston College football today. Away game at Notre Dame. Yeah, the place everybody, including me, loves to hate. And it should be a good time. Hopefully the Eagles can play a good game today. So because I get asked this fairly frequently, no, I did not go to BC. And I have no connection to BC other than being a really big sports fan. They have really fan-friendly sports programs like football and basketball and hockey, and it's just, they set it up to be very fan-friendly so that, you know, the ticket prices are good. It's just a really fun environment, and I love big-time football. You know, they play in the ACC, obviously. So I'm just a huge football fan. And BC is the team I follow. I don't miss home games. I've been to every home game for the past, I don't know, handful of years. And this is the second of 3 road games that I'm going to this year. I was at the game at Syracuse a few weeks ago, which was a really big, awesome win. And I'm going to the final game of the season next week at Pittsburgh. Home schedule's done for this year. I'm flying solo today. I was gonna have 2 friends come with me, and we were gonna have 3 people, and we were gonna drive from home in the Boston area. I'm from Nashua. One guy's from Massachusetts. Another guy was local. And we were just gonna drive in probably a rental car from the Boston area, and both of them canceled. So I'm like, screw it, I'll fly. And so that's what I did. I flew in. This is a rental car. Details of that are in yesterday's vlog. For the Pittsburgh game next week, I doubt I'm going to vlog that one because I'm going with a buddy. And I usually respect people's wishes if they don't like to be vlogged. I'm pretty sure the person I'm going with doesn't want to be in the vlogs next week. Still exploring the area. I just had a pizza for lunch. This is downtown South Bend up ahead. I just drove through the area around the stadium. I didn't see the stadium, but I went in the vicinity of it. And there's a bunch of lots for 20, 25, most were 30 bucks. But this ain't my first rodeo. You pay the private parking, you always get ripped off. So I'm going downtown because I did my homework. And I know that downtown South Bend has 2 or 3 municipal garages that are free on weekends. And then there's supposedly a free shuttle from here to the stadium. So I'm gonna go look for that. Alright, so I just parked downtown South Bend. This garage was maybe 10% full, even though it's 3 miles from the stadium, and free parking all day instead of paying 30 bucks. And there's a shuttle bus like right down there on the street. I drove past people who were waiting for it. So here, let me flip this and show you South Bend. I don't think I ever showed in yesterday's vlog what car I got, so this is it, Dodge Charger. It's just what they had. I mean, not that I'm complaining. Only had 300 miles on it when I picked it up. It has about 500 now. The first, like, 3 floors had some people on them. I came up to the 7th for the view. I mean, it's really just a typical mid-size American city. So I believe the stadium is about 3 miles to the north up here somewhere. I'm just going to ride the free shuttle up there.
Notre Dame player.
Somebody tell me how this makes any So that was that. BC lost 40-7. Deep down, I kind of knew that was going to happen. Yeah. 40-7. You gotta have hope. I went in with hope, but you know, it wasn't to be. I'm still glad I came to the game. You know, it just, you know, a real fan goes no matter what's going on with the team and what the results are. A real fan's gonna be there and still follow the team, and that's what I did today. There were probably, if I had to guess, there were probably 200 BC fans there, and we all sat together, which was awesome. Yeah, that's how college football works, if you're not familiar with it. There's designated visitor seating, and all the opposing team's fans that go on the road get to sit together, which makes a really fun environment. But yeah, could have been a better game. So, I'll give you my best shot at giving a neutral, unbiased review of the stadium. I am not a Notre Dame fan, but here's my best try. So the stadium holds about, I don't remember the exact number, it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 75,000, which for being Notre Dame, I'm surprised it's not more than that. You know, like when you have other places in NCAA football that hold 100,000, I'm surprised Notre Dame doesn't have that. But with that said, there's probably not a bad seat in the house because it wasn't real high. Upper concourse and a lower concourse, but all the seats, like I wasn't like at the very top, but I was in the upper level corner because that's where the visitor seating was. I had a great view. I didn't feel too far removed from the, you know, the lower bowl. It was, if I'm being honest, it was a good view, and the stadium had good sight lines. It's typical bench seating, no seat backs. Typical metal benches, but they did have a plastic shell over them, so they weren't as cold to sit on. A little bit roomier seats than average. That's the roomiest bench seat I've ever had at a college football game. The only roomier bench seating I've ever had was at NASCAR. Yeah, so, I mean, the stadium, well upkept. If I'm being real honest, I don't have any complaints about the stadium. Like I touched on earlier, parking $30 if you just go to the official Notre Dame parking that's kind of close to the stadium. Like, it's not like right there. You still had to take a shuttle bus from the $30 parking. I don't know exactly where it was because I didn't go find it. But I parked downtown South Bend in this municipal garage, which is free all day on weekends. And there's a free shuttle bus from downtown South Bend to the stadium, which is what I did. So I didn't pay a thing for parking. So, yeah. BC 5 and what are we, 5-6 now? Yeah, we got a losing record. Well, one more regular season game. It's next week in Pittsburgh. Have to win that one to become bowl eligible. Yes, I'm going to it. I don't know if there'll be vlogs. Probably not, because I'm going with a friend for that one, and I'll probably... Anyway, I'm going to the game. I'll at the very least, I'll put some clips from inside the stadium. But, yeah. Man, I mean, I won't go into, you know, a rant about or a commentary on BC football, which I could do, and sitting here, there's a million things going through my mind relating to the game and the team. But I'll spare you of that. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that, like most places, the Notre Dame band came into the stands and walked around and played music in different sections. And that's something that happens most everywhere. Maybe not everywhere, but a lot of places, you know what I mean. And it happens at BC home games. The BC band walks around and, you know, plays music to get the crowd going. And the Notre Dame band came into the BC designated visitor seating. And it was late enough in the game that BC was already losing, and I was in a shitty mood, and most of the other people there probably were too. And I was like, what is this? Why is the Notre Dame band coming into the BC seating section? It's like what is this? I took this picture. I really feel like they did that just to mess with us. I don't see why else they would do that. So the fans there, nobody really gave me that hard of a time. I mean, I'm a seasoned veteran with going to sports games and road games, and you know how to act and how to handle it when you're getting heckled at road games. Been there, done that, literally hundreds and hundreds of times with, you know, this team and many other sports teams I like. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. But it wasn't really that bad here. When I got on the shuttle bus to go to the stadium before the game, an elderly woman told me that I had the wrong shirt on. Then, just giving you a couple that I remember off the top of my head. Then, I think it was late in the third or early in the fourth quarter, a group of like 4 or 5 Notre Dame fans that were sitting 2 or 3 rows behind me walked by me on the way out, and somebody said, "Oh, why so gloomy?" or "Why the long face?" I don't remember exactly what they said, but it was something to that effect. And that one I just ignored. It really depends. Sometimes the best way to piss off somebody who's heckling you or making comments on the way by is just to ignore them completely. Depends on the situation, but that's mostly the road I took today. That's a whole nother video for another time, how to handle getting heckled on the road as a fan. Because I have been there, done that. You know, there's a line where, I've never gotten in trouble for any situations I've ever gotten into in a stadium. I'm too smart for that. But, within reason, there's times you push back and there's times you don't. And I could literally explain it for 30 minutes, but I'm rambling it right now because I'm mad about the game and I'm going to stop. So I got a 3-hour drive back to Toledo, Ohio, to the Toledo Express Airport. It is 7:35 at night. My flight's at 5 a.m. So I'll be home soon enough. Yeah. So a 3-hour drive. I'm gonna get something to eat sooner than later. I'll show you what I get. And I'm probably gonna edit these vlogs, yesterday's vlog, today's vlog. I'm probably gonna edit videos on the plane, and well, it'll already be posted if you're seeing this, obviously. Flying American Airlines, connecting in Charlotte. I only have a 50-minute layover this time instead of like 3 hours on the way here, so that won't be bad. If everything's on time, I land back at Boston Logan at 10:05 in the morning tomorrow. So yeah. It's Sunday. I'm gonna go home and crash in my own bed tomorrow. I know that much. I'm fucking exhausted right now. Alright, well, I'm rambling. I'm just talking because I'm sad about the game. So, alright, I will check in if anything interesting happens before I eat, or I'll show you what I eat. Alright, so thanks for watching if you're still watching this far in. Alright, so it's 4 a.m. I'm at the Toledo Airport in Ohio, about 3 hours from the stadium. If you don't know why I flew to Toledo rather than somewhere closer to the game, check out yesterday's vlog. It's all in that one. I'm in a little bit better of a mood. The last time you saw me, I was pretty down about the game. 3 hours of driving kind of reset the mood a little bit. So I got to Toledo. It's 4 a.m. right now, by the way. So over that 3-hour drive, I took hour-long naps 3 different times, and kind of pieced together a little bit of sleep. But I'm exhausted, no doubt about it. Glad to be headed home after well, I mean, I love travel, so I don't know if I can exactly say I'm glad to be headed home, but gonna relax for the rest of the day. Toledo to Charlotte on American, and then Charlotte to Boston Logan on American. I get home or land in Boston about 10, and get home a little after that, obviously. Alright, so one more thing to mention that happened since I last vlogged after the game. So I was in that brand new Dodge Charger rental car. It had 300 miles on it when I got it the other day. It has like 600 and something now. But in South Bend, right after I left that parking garage, I was maybe a mile or two up the street, really close to the stadium actually, and I got pulled over for speeding. I didn't think I was going that fast, and I was kind of trying to drive careful too, because I figured out cops are going to be out, game time traffic, this and that. And sure enough, I got pulled over. So I had my seatbelt on because I kind of thought they're going to be out because of the game, because I'm not a seatbelt wearer. Just not. And they have primary enforcement in Indiana. And he said I was doing 40 in a 30, even though I was just going with the pace of traffic. So I'm like, yeah, probably just love to pull over an expensive looking fast car. That's probably all it was. So I just brown nosed the shit out of the cop, and surprisingly enough, no ticket. He was pretty easygoing about the whole thing. I did everything right. You know, just it's another story for another time, but to put a cop at ease when you might be getting a ticket, turn the dome light on so you can see into the car, real polite. I'm not gonna ramble on about that, but hey, no ticket, so that's a good thing. But it was fun to drive that car. It was there was a few times I put the pedal down and just let it go. But all right, so I'm done rambling. So thank you very much if you've stuck with me through all these vlogs and stuck with this video this far. And I'll see you in the next one.